If you truly want something, you will get it. How many times have we heard this adage in pop culture? Probably a lot. If we really work hard for the things we want to achieve, they will come to us. Such a common teaching. You don't have to look far to see that this concept is present in almost every public conversation about success. Don't believe us? Just check out almost any motivational video on social media. You will find that they are basically driving the same narrative. Work hard and succeed. You cannot achieve things without putting in hard work. Well, what if everything turns out different? What if hard work doesn't pay off? What if some unforeseeable circumstance just comes in and messes everything up? Maybe you get blamed for a coworker's mistake. In fact, what if you accidentally do something wrong, and suddenly it seems as if everything was for nothing? What then? The truth is that not only is this possible, messing up is almost inevitable. You are human after all. Failures are a part of life, and the truth is, the more serious or borderline obsessive you are about an outcome, the more it'll suck when you fail. The more you pursue a goal, the more chances there will be of you failing at it. This is a concept given by the renowned English philosopher Alan Watts, known as the backwards law. Many of us have a very idealistic concept of success, always feeling great, happy, satisfied, motivated. This concept of success is simply not realistic. Reality is that problems never end. They get replaced by other problems. Hence, the more we try to achieve complete satisfaction, the more dissatisfied we are likely to get when we see that the problems just seem to be progressing. We get caught up with our constant pursuit, and we forget that with each milestone we achieve, we are bound to face more challenges. What we do see, however, is the mounting pile of issues, and your failures also seem much larger than they actually are. One particularly interesting example of unattainable standards is of social media influencers. Often we are graced with elaborate morning routines. Wake up at 4 a.m., work out by 4:30 a.m., have breakfast at 5 a.m., sleep by 9 p.m. The truth is, most of us cannot actually follow these routines, and hence the self-fulfilling and idealistic prophecy of the modern age continues. We do not succeed because we cannot follow insanely strict schedules. Well, rest assured, your life will probably look even more difficult if you try to adopt these ridiculously elaborate routines. Perhaps our dissatisfaction could also result from our fixation on what our goals represent. Perhaps our goal to earn millions of dollars is tied to our belief that money means the end of all problems. Perhaps success could mean finally being free from hustling. Because these goals mean so much to us, we want to give our all to attain them, because somehow that assures us that we will attain them. But at the end of the day, our goal just seems more unattainable, especially if we have a very unrealistic representation of it. The more you want something, the more difficult it would seem for you to attain it. In fact, Watts went as far as to say that we do not even know what it is that we want. We simply cannot define it. Here's what Watts thought about what we truly want. Why don't you really know what you want? 2 reasons that you don't really know what you want. Number 1, you have it. Number 2, you don't know yourself because you never can. The Godhead is never an object of its own knowledge, just as a knife doesn't cut itself, fire doesn't burn itself, light doesn't illuminate itself. Crazy, right? But probably true. Yes, we probably don't know what we want. So why continuously attempt at getting what we want through goals which do a very poor job representing it? That is where the backwards law can give us some insight into how to get what we truly require. It transcends the idea of attaining goals. Achievements and successes arrive by themselves, while we are enjoying life and going at our own pace. According to this concept, there is no need to overextend ourselves. Circumstances change and shift, and there is only so much we can do. So why waste time obsessing over little details that might not even matter in the long run? We do not even know what exactly we live for. What we do know is that we assign meanings to different goals. And so, they end up representing the fulfillment of our deepest desires and aspirations. Except that they really don't. In fact, once we achieve them, we learn that they can only fill just part of the puzzle. We had been pursuing them for all these years, only to find out that they didn't really give us what we truly want. Our quest to achieve some meaning for our lives by attaining worldly goals is ultimately futile. Rather than helping us find what we truly want, they end up teaching us what we do not truly want. While these instances make for great life lessons, when you have obsessed over something for years, you expect much more from it. Once you see that it falls short of expectations, you feel estranged. So, what does the backwards law teach us on how to get what we want? Through accepting reality. We are imperfect, and that is fine. Circumstances change, and that is fine. We cannot control people, and that is fine. Accepting the reality would mean that we are fine with what is happening right now. And so, there goes that itch to achieve things we don't even know. We are fine with our circumstances. Whatever happiness or positive thing happens from there on out is simply a bonus. And so, without even trying, that itch has gone. We do not have to get out of the box, because in reality, there is no box.